Well, we start in what you can make the argument is the toughest 5A conference in the state. We're talking about the Continental League, and this was hands down the best game of the week, regardless of classification. We're confident in saying that. Of course, we're talking about number 1 Rock Canyon, number 3 Chaparral, the Jaguars. Listen, if there's any team in the state that deserves to be number 1, the Jaguars are it. They're undefeated, playing one of the toughest schedules in the state. Taking on Chaparral. One in-state loss for those Wolverines came to George Washington, and they clearly are one of the top teams in the state as well. Both these two teams 5-0 in the Continental League. It's our Vector Bank Game of the Week. We send it out to Marty Cesario.
Oh, it's only February, and we have walked into a Final Four atmosphere. 1 versus 3, and this will have definitive implications on the most brutal league in Class 5A. Visiting is the Rock Canyon Jaguars. Their top rank, Kent Grams, has, of course, Sam Maston, who's been the glue and the top star, averaging 22 points a game, and also leading the way under the glass and everywhere in the open space. And also Blake Williams. What great length on both sides of the floor. You won't miss 6'6" Williams. Tellis Truesdale has been building this program at Chaparral for 3 consecutive years. He has a core group, including Ronnie DeGray, who lights up the scoring and also does so many different things all around the court. And then you have Bryce Matthews, good prospect at 6'5", very tenacious defender, and one of the many, many great parts we're going to see on the floor tonight. I'm Marty Cesario in Southeast Parker. You want to know how big this game is? The red and blue crew from Chaparral and the Golden Boys from Rock Canyon have done weekly meetings for game planning for this event tonight. It's your Xfinity Sports Report Game of the Week. Number 1 Rock Canyon visiting number 3 Chaparral.
Here we go, and the jump in this one immediately goes to the boys in white. Opening possession of the game, Chaparral goes right to Ronnie DeGray III. The big man knows exactly what to do, and the Wolverines draw first blood. Later, look at the two-man game here from Kobe Sanders. Gets it right back to Bryce Matthews, and the junior attacks, stays with it, off the miss, gets the putback, and it's a quick 6-0 lead. More from DeGray, and yes, the 6'6" junior has range as well, showing off his shooting prowess here with the triple to make it 9-3. Next time down the court for Shap, the freshman Kobe Sanders. His turn to let one fly from 3, book that one, and it's a 12-3 start for the Wolverines. Then, closing seconds of the first quarter, Wolverines continuing their strong play. Grayson Arstingstall for 3 off target, but look at Tanner Giles flying through the lane, snags the board, gets the bucket. 19-7 Chaparral leading after 1. As for Rock Canyon, they just couldn't buy a bucket early in this game. Here is the kick out to Sam Maston, his 3-point attempt off the mark. Then later, Maston intercepts the inbounds pass. There go the Jags in transition. Maston attacking the hoop, but blows the layup there. However, free throws would keep Rock Canyon in the contest early. Jags down by 9 here. Maston on the drive. Misses, but there's Tyson Gilbert with the rebound and the lay-in. Just the second field goal of the game for the Jags, if you can believe that. As for Chaparral, they were relentless. Sanders, the dish to Giles, drives and gets the floater to go off the glass. Wolverines doubling up top-ranked Rock Canyon. It's 24-12 in the second. Then let's get back to the talented junior Ronnie DeGray, the short 7-footer here, all part of a big night from DeGray. He would pour in 27. Final 3 minutes of the half, and the Jags with the ball back after the steal. Here is Tyson Gilbert again, this time spotting up from distance, buries the triple. Just the 3rd field goal of the game for RC, and despite their troubles, the Jaguars would go into the locker room down just 11 points. To the 3rd, Shap would keep applying pressure. Kobe Sanders in the corner, the lob, and the dunk. Bryce Matthews getting up and throwing down. Lead extended up to 14. Then a minute later, Tanner Giles has it in traffic on the low block. Somehow finds Tyzel Lewis all alone. He lays it in, and Chaparral has their largest lead of the night. It's 40-24. Red and blue crew very pleased in the stands. The undefeated Jags would try to fight back. Later in the 3rd, Tyson Gilbert finding a little space. He cashes in from 3 to draw Rock Canyon closer, and more from Gilbert. Off the Chaparral miss, RC wants to get out and go. Great lead pass from Blake Williams. Finds Gilbert streaking down the court, the beautiful finish, and we would go to the fourth with the Jags trailing by 13. To the final frame we go. Would Rock Canyon have a run in them? Strong take here from junior Jalen Eichenberg. Gets to the rim and the finish. Then later, Sam Maston, trying to do his best to keep his team in it, goes off the bounce. Cannot get the first attempt to go, but stays with it. He had 25 in the game, and the Jags are down by 11. But it was just not their night. Next time down the court, the Wolverines break the press and throw the alley-oop to Bryce Matthews. He lays it in for 2 of his 18 and let the Partey and Parker commence as Chaparral hands top-ranked Rock Canyon their first loss of the season.
Seems like the confidence was established early. You jumped on them ahead 9-3 and pretty much held a double-digit lead the rest of the way. How'd your team do that?
We emphasized stopping Sam and Tyson, played both great games. And we played help side, and we all had each other's back. That's what we did.
We had a bye Tuesday. We had a whole week to train for this. We knew coming in the game they like to shoot threes. Yeah, we just had to keep our hands up, play physical defense, close out the shooters, and we know we'll stop them.
That's the #1 team in the state, at least it was. How'd you do it?
I think our defensive intensity really set the stage. We've been preaching that all year. We have guys that can score, but for us to take that next step that we wanted to, the last couple of years we've got spanked by teams that have locked us down. You know, GW was that way, and they kind of showed us that's what it takes. We play Thunder Ridge this summer, they lock down. We play Rock Canyon this summer, they lock down. So we've been preaching that to our kids all year long, and I thought that really set the stage for us.
Coach says a big reason why, despite all the talent, is that ferocious defense, locking down the #1 team in the state. What did we find out about the kind of D you can play?
They've been sleeping on us, but we're the team. We can go. We can go.
We all play together. We're physical, and we have fun when we do it. I mean, we love dunking, shooting threes, getting hype, clapping. I mean, we're a good team. I think we're going to go far.
The head coach says his guys grew up a little bit tonight. Chaparral, even though they've had success this season and even had been growing the last couple of years with that core group, they hadn't been in this kind of situation, and boy, were they impressive. How about Ronnie DeGray, 26 points. Bryce Matthews had 18 points, 15 in the second half, and that defense for the Wolverines was outstanding. They just took down #1. Final score, 73-57. Chaparral is now 16-3. For the Xfinity Sports Report, Marty Cesario.
All right, Marty, thank you. Appreciate that. Our Vector Bank game of the week. And Rock Canyon finally goes down at the hands there of Chaparral. And those Wolverines making a big statement to the rest of the state. They are championship contenders, but boy, they have to turn around on Tuesday, take on Thunder Ridge. Who made that schedule? Well, we'll see if Chaparral can get the job done once again on Tuesday.